A Florida bookkeeper wanted to go on vacation so bad she stole $1.6 million from her employer. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Adventures Calling Us. And look, I am glad you are tuned in today. We have a great story for you today to recap and get your opinion on. But before we get to that point, I need everybody right now to go and subscribe to this channel. We are 6 subscribers away from 1,000, and so we need you to go and support us. Hit that subscribe button, takes 2 seconds. Hit the notification bell so you know when we post. Got a great vacation coming up or a great trip coming up this weekend in a few days, and you don't want to miss it. And go ahead and drop a like on this video, because I'm going to bring you a story that you just won't believe, and you may as well hit the like button now. So without further ado, let's get into the story of the day. All right, so today's story comes out of Suwannee County, Florida. And if you don't know where Suwannee County, Florida is, it is just south of Tallahassee in the panhandle of Florida. And yeah, we've got a doozy of a story for you today. And so buckle up, and I can't wait to get your opinions and your comments on this one. So the story we have comes out of Suwannee County, Florida, and that's just south of Tallahassee, where Ashley Dalton resides. Ashley Dalton is 36 years old, and she worked at her job for 6 years as a bookkeeper. And well, if you know anything about bookkeeping or accounting or anything like that, they are the ones in charge of the financials of any business. They're the ones who run the numbers. They're the ones who let you know if you've got money, if you don't have money. They pay your bills. They do all of those things, and that was Ashley Dalton's job for her company. Now, the company, the name of the company is not divulged, but what Ashley Dalton did over a period of 6 years is she has embezzled $1.6 million from that company. And you wonder, how does a company, lose $1.6 million, or how does she embezzle $1.6 million without the owners of the company knowing, right? Well, it seems Ashley Dalton decided to open up a credit card in the business's name, unbeknownst to the owners of the organization or the company. And she started racking up charges. Yes, started racking up charges. And for 6 years, racked up charges, paid the bills. She was in charge of the finances, in charge of paying the bills. So unbeknownst to the company, right, she was taking revenue generating from the company, and she was just paying off the credit card that she was charging with all these fraudulent charges. So what did she charge? Well, she charged everything from Amazon purchases to her Progressive insurance. And this is why this is a story for me and for us, and for this travel and adventure world, is because she was also racking up charges, taking a bunch of Carnival cruises, booking a bunch of airlines and tickets and airline tickets, presumably to get to those cruises. And yeah, so for 6 years, she was racking up $1.6 million in fraudulent charges, to include Carnival cruises and airline tickets for her adventures. Now, all of this came to light after Ashley was actually fired, and they started looking at the financials, of course. They started doing a deep dive, and now she's being hit with, of course, grand theft charges as well as fraudulent credit card charges. And of course, anytime somebody's fired, especially from a bookkeeper job, right, they're going to look at the books. They're going to look at them hard and heavy. And that's exactly what they did here. And they started noticing a trend with some of the charges. Well, one, they found out that there was a credit card they didn't authorize. And two, they started seeing a trend of some of these charges. So they hired an auditor to come in. And well, if you know anything about audits, they do a deep dive into your financials, into your books, into your bookkeeping, to make sure that you're on the up and up. And that is when they started uncovering the web of deceit from Ashley, and web of deceit and all the fraudulent charges, and dating back to 6 years. Now, Ashley's currently sitting in the county jail on a $1.1 million bond, and you got to put up, I think, about 10% to go through a bondsman, so about $100,000 to $110,000 if she were to ever want to get out before her trial. So I don't think she's going to have the money to do that, so she'll be sitting in that cell, waiting her trial, and waiting in that county jail. Now, you might think that once you're caught, you'd fess up to it or have some kind of an excuse, and Ashley certainly did. And look, we've all been in this situation potentially, and look, it's a great excuse. She said she was doing it because she was underpaid. She stole the 1.6 million because she was underpaid. So yeah, I don't think that excuse is going to work in the courts. It's certainly not going to work to get you out of jail. So underpaid or not, now that's obviously been refuted by the business owners who didn't even know about the credit card. But nonetheless, whether you're making $15 an hour or $50,000 an hour, doing this kind of thing is never acceptable. Whether you feel like you're underpaid or not, that's great. Go get a different job that pays you more, Ashley. That is not going to work in the grand scheme of things, and it's not going to work in the courts. So you are going to be sitting in that county jail. Now, here's the good news. She loved Carnival Cruises, and she loved going on cruises, loved airlines, things like that. And good thing for her, she's a seasoned cruiser, because that jail cell she's sitting in is going to mimic her interior stateroom she was probably staying in, and she's going to get free food just like she would on the cruise. So for her, she might actually feel like she's at home while she waits for trial. So interesting story. I just thought I'd bring it to you guys. I mean, stealing is never right. That is never the right thing to do. And certainly $1.6 million, you are going to go to jail, and you're going to go to jail for a very long time and probably never become a bookkeeper again for anybody else. So her career is down the tubes. But like I said, she can take solace in the fact that she'll have free meals and a jail cell that replicates her interior staterooms. And that's it. So, hey, hope you enjoyed this video and this little brief news sesh. And look, I'm going to invite you to subscribe again. We are 7 away from 1,000. So please go and support us. We love it. And we love the support of all of you guys already. And look, at 1,000, I think we're going to do another giveaway. So stay tuned for that. And this weekend, we are heading to Disney World, or Disneyland, I should say, in Anaheim, California. Quick 5-hour drive for us, so we'll be heading out on Friday, so Friday after work, and that's going to be it. So stay tuned for that. Drop a like on this video, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.